Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2019, and the puppies are being puppies like they normally are. They love to play. And there's Miss Heather, and we got the chickies over here. Alright, so, want to jump right into the topic today, and then we'll talk about other stuff afterwards. Topic of today, why so many YouTube creators are leaving YouTube. And this is not what you're going to think. You're going to think, oh, because they're demonetizing people and they're taking away subscribers and they're not giving you credit for enough views, which is the nonsense this has been going on recently, and a lot of people have left for that reason as well. But that's not going to be the topic of this discussion. We're going to talk about different channels that have been attacked, basically, by people, including my own. And I'm going to give you a great example of something. Had a friend of mine, Dickie Can, who is up in Canada, and I'm going to use him as an example, okay? And he had a YouTube channel. It was growing very, very well. The guy is an unbelievable builder. Had basically showed he had an outhouse area farther back in a small building, and with pulley systems and that type of thing by himself, he pulled that building up and attached it to his main building. It was absolutely amazing to watch, and he did it by himself, so he had no help doing that. Huge building with rollers and pulleys. It was just incredible. But he also is a master builder. Had built a lot of stuff, had built some outbuildings. He ended up getting chickens, and he had goats and everything else, okay? So channel was going along very, very nicely. And then all of a sudden, him and I were in contact quite a bit. He's a really, really nice guy. And he said, Ed, I'm done with YouTube. I'm not making any more videos. And I'm like, well, why, dude? What happened? Trolls, people that hate what he's doing, had turned him into animal control, saying that he was abusing his animals. So they actually came out and paid a visit to his home. Now, this is a tactic that has been done with people that live off grid and people that live a different lifestyle than everybody else, okay? Or, if you have animals, they do that type of thing. Now, myself personally, I've had CPS called on me twice. I have been swatted here at the homestead. So, again, this is my take on it, okay? You have people in their lives that are miserable, unhappy people that they have nothing better to do. They're very sad people, actually, and they cannot stand it if somebody is happy and living their life. They can't stand that. It just absolutely drives them nuts to see somebody actually be happy. So I think it causes them physical pain of some sort, and they decide that they're going to mess with those people and try to screw with those people and call the authorities on them for everything and anything and try to get them in trouble. And like CPS is a anonymous thing, so you don't ever find out who called on you. So and it's like, and obviously, my kids are happy and healthy, and there's no issues there whatsoever. So it's just again, those are games that are played by people. They will try to use the system to screw with people that are actually living off grid and trying to be happy and enjoying their lives. There was a recent channel that I was just watching, and North Country Woods, I believe, is the name of the channel. And they just had, I think it was North Country Woods. If I'm wrong, I'll put the name of their channel down in the description. But they're very, very far into the woods and doing their thing and stuff like that. And they got a letter from the town stating that they didn't have a building permit for some building that they had built. Okay, and so he was explaining how he had called the town and tried to figure out what was going on. Did somebody come out and trespass on his property? And it wasn't that. It was a YouTuber, somebody on YouTube, had called on him. And so that's what these people will do. And they will try to disrupt you. They will try to get you to quit. And I've known several channels that have quit over the harassment from viewers trying to cause them trouble, okay? That happens, guys. I mean, if you're putting yourself out there in the public eye, and you're going to have people that don't like what you're doing. They're going to disagree with what you're doing and try to cause you problems. Again, and I think the main reason is because they're very miserable and unhappy people. It's very sad, actually, if you really think about it. It's really, really sad that that's how they get their jollies out of life. But people are like that, unfortunately. You know, I get emails all the time, people saying all kinds of stuff you would not believe. If guys, I could tell you stories of some of the emails that I have gotten that you would be like, there's absolutely no way somebody said that. And yeah, they do. And it's just, but for me, I laugh it off because I consider the source. And, you know, when I have had, like I said, we've had CPS called on us twice. And guess what? As you can see, both of my kids are still here. So, and now they're at that age anyway where, you know, basically they can decide where they want to be anyhow. So, and obviously my daughter just graduated from high school, as you guys know. So she's actually considered an adult now, even though she's still only 17. But anyway, you know, but these are the things that happen, guys. And it's just, it's crazy. And some people can't take it. And so they get off of YouTube. They leave YouTube because of this harassment. And it is unfortunate, and I know there's other channels that you know, that I know, and people that I've had contact with that have had, you know, somebody that I know that is a truck driver, and I won't say who, but they're a truck driver, and their home has been vandalized to the point where they have had to put up security cameras everywhere for when they're gone, so that they can catch who's coming and vandalizing their property, because people, you know, they obviously know what your schedule is and when you're going to be gone, and that's when they go and they do their little heinous acts and stuff like that. Cowardly, of course, but you know, it's just, it's amazing to me that people would stoop to that level to try to cause problems for other people. It doesn't make any kind of sense. It makes absolutely no kind of sense. I know another channel. The guy has been harassed endlessly for years by not only what people would call trolls, but other YouTubers as well. I mean, it's just, and to me, I'm sorry, I'm a big believer in live and let live. If people are doing things underhanded or trying to screw people or whatever, those type of things, that's going to catch up with you. It always will. Lies have short legs. They will not last long, and the truth will come out eventually. So, you know, I just, you know, I'm much more believing that be straight up, tell it like it is. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, you know, that sounds like a personal problem. But, you know, that's going to happen. People are going to do that. So, but unfortunately, a lot of channels, really good channels in my opinion, have gone by the wayside because people just said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to deal with this hatred and that type of stuff. And so, to me, when you do that, when you leave, then the trolls, if you will, they win. And I'm way too stubborn. So, you know, I mean, it's like after the whole swatting incident, I had some people say, oh, you know, you should get off of YouTube. There's no way. Absolutely no way, because they're never going to win. And actually, I have a very good rapport with the police in this area, because, you know, especially after that incident, and talking to them and dealing with that situation, they realize that, you know, I'm not some kind of scumbag lowlife, that I'm just somebody that lives a different lifestyle than other people, and that, you know, I take care of my animals and, you know, and all those type of things. So, you know, people are going to think what they're going to think. They don't have to agree with you, and that's fine. I don't think everybody should agree with everybody on everything. But to attack people and to try to cause them trouble just because you don't agree with what they're doing, that's very, very petty. And that happens, unfortunately, a lot. And but, you know, what are you going to do? So it's unfortunately, that is part of the whole YouTube experience and game, if you will. You're going to have people that dislike you. You're going to have people that are going to try to cause you problems. And like I said, I'm not immune to it myself. But like I said, where the difference with me is compared to a lot of other people is I'm a very, very, very stubborn individual. And you're not going to get me that way. So, and like I said, when CPS came, all the allegations were unfounded. And, you know, obviously then they went away. because my kids are not abused. They're in a good situation. They have clothes on their back. They can take a shower. They have a place to go to the toilet. And, so, and obviously, Heather, with graduating in the top 10% of her class, come on, seriously, So anyway, I did want to mention, by request, we are extending the sale on the Legacy freeze-dried foods, 25% off on the bucket sales, and that is going to run through Sunday. So we're gonna give it an extra week per request, and just so you know, we believe that we have the problem with authorized billing taken care of. So again, we have two options for billing on the website. We have authorized and we have PayPal. The only difference realistically between the two is if you put an order in and you put it in with PayPal, the order I can put in exactly that same day. With authorized, if you use authorized as your billing thing, then they hold on to that for a couple days before they release it to me, and then I can put the order in. The other good thing I wanted to tell you is on the Legacy, everything is back in stock now. They have a new distributor, and everything is caught up finally. So there's nothing on back order anymore. Everything is available. So like I said, if you are interested in getting anything from Legacy Foods, you go to my website, preppernurse1.com. Like I said, we have, by popular demand, extended the sale for an extra week. The authorized option is now also back available. And but like I said, if you use authorized, they hold on to that money for a couple of days. Where if you use PayPal, and you do not have to have a PayPal account to use PayPal, you can go in as a guest and just put your order in that way, and that money's available right away. I can put your orders in right away. Actually, I put some orders in this morning for some people, that had put orders in. So, again, just letting you guys know, and so we have decided to extend that sale for one more week, and that's 25% off all of the bucket meals. So then after that, the sale's going to be over. Okay, so, but other than that, I just, I wanted to talk about this topic, and I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say about people trying to hurt other people, trying to hurt other YouTubers just to try to cause them trouble because you don't agree with what they're doing or how they're living their life. I think that is kind of ridiculous. People do different things religiously wise that I don't always agree with, but I'm not going to try to persecute them because their beliefs are different than mine. If people live a different lifestyle, if they want to have 2, 3 wives or whatever, and the women are okay with that, who am I to say what they should do with their lives, okay? It's none of my business. So, again, those are things that I think people need to really take into consideration. You don't always have to agree with what somebody's doing, but to try to cause them problems or try to cause trouble because of that, I think is a very, very sad and pathetic thing. So, anyway, that is my take on that. I hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here today at the homestead. I'm not even sure what we've brought in so far solar-wise. We can go and check that. Let's go check that real quick, and then we'll sign off here. So I'll talk about signing off as we're going over here. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also, remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. All right, so we have 2.6 kilowatt hours on this one already, and we're at 2.9 on this side. So we're looking at 5.5 kilowatt hours already, and I think it's only about 2 in the afternoon, maybe 2:30. So we're going to have a lot higher numbers. Yesterday we pulled in, I believe it was 5.9 kilowatt hours altogether, is where we ended up at the end of the day. So really good power production. Obviously, since we have the new racks in here, guys, once we've put this in and took the old ones out and done it this way, our production has just absolutely jumped up. It has been fantastic since then. We've had no issues whatsoever, and it's really, really done well, and I'm really, really pleased. And again, I'm going to go ahead and say it again to one of the guys in my group, Brian, and his father, who came up and helped me put this rack in. Thank you guys, very, very much appreciated. It really does mean a lot. I mean, a lot of people, you don't thank enough people. I mean, I try to always make sure I let people that I appreciate, that have had my back know, but I do appreciate, I really do, guys. So anyway, I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.